Hey folks, my name is Larado Bulkley. I'm the CEO and Co-Janitor over here at ACS Facility Services. Today we're going to talk a little bit about culture and how that allows a company to grow and scale and add value to the community that it serves. So we've created this community called ACS Team Sensational. So every employee we have, every client partner that we have, and every prospective client partner we have, including our vendors, have the opportunity to join and be a part of this. And so what our community does is, as we grow our business and we partner with other companies, we're able to put barrels like this out into each site and collect food for the community. We utilize Catholic Charities and Turning Point for our distribution, and the reason for that is because they already have that stuff in place and we don't have to reinvent it, and we can be a lot more efficient and effective this way. The other thing is what we really like about working with those organizations is they don't really have a requirement for need. So they're going to do a little survey or a little application process for anyone that needs the food, but it's really just to make sure that somebody isn't going and taking the food back out on the street, selling it for some ill-gotten gain kind of thing. Outside of that, you can be making $100,000 a year, have some travesty happen in your life, and you can still get assistance. And that's what's important to us, is to not really have a requirement. We just want to help people for the sake of helping people who need it. And so that's really crazy cool. We're quadrupling our efforts this year. So we anticipate, I think we fed somewhere over 280 some folks last year. We anticipate feeding well over 1,000 this year. And so that's a pretty cool goal, getting us toward our loftier goal. Next thing I'd like to talk to you about is who and what we really are. So you know what our cause is, you know what our motivation for existence is overall. And now I'll talk to you a little bit about how we get there and how we make that happen. So our mission as a company is to provide the most sensational service experience ever. And so that means that we don't say in there our mission is to be the best cleaning company ever, to provide the greatest training program ever, even though we have wonderful training programs. What it is to give you the absolute coolest and best experience that we possibly can while delivering our service, right? So the way we do it, in part, is we utilize cleaning as our vehicle to deliver that service. But when the people come to work for us, they understand that they're more than a cleaner. They're there to deliver a sensational service experience to you. And so we look for this at all. We look for opportunities to do this at every every avenue. And the ways that we do that is through culture. And so when that starts with our core values. The first one is team first. And basically the long version of that is the good of the team comes before the good of any one individual. So if you partner with us, or if you come to work for us, or if you choose to be one of our vendors, you're part of ACS Team Sensational, and therefore you must be a fit with our core values for us to work together. And so if it's all about you, we're going to be a horrible fit. But if it's about your team and about your mission, you're going to love it here. And you're going to love working with us. The second one is to solve problems, where basically the worst decision is to make no decision, right? We don't walk by problems. Now, what tells us if a person's a good fit here is, are they the type of individual or the type of organization that when they see something, they take care of it, or do they just put it on the shelf and hope that somebody else takes care of it? If you're not that, then you could be a great fit for us. The third one is to get recognized through excellence. Notice I said excellence, not mediocrity. So we demand excellence, both with our client partners, our vendors, and our employees. And so the reason for that is we have to constantly add value to our client partners to make sure that they're successful, because if they're successful, we're successful. And so the value in a team of people working with you together to be better than, to be a cut above, to go that extra mile, to constantly look for opportunities to get recognized for kicking butt and taking names in a very positive light. That's something that isn't normal. It's not, you don't see that in society today, and you certainly don't see that in a lot of businesses today. We treat and reward people in a manner they earn and deserve. Doing more while having fun. So what's important about this is to have a spirit, right, for the people on our team, our clients, our vendors, our employees, to have a spirit of giving back, to doing extra, to doing more than what they get paid for. So at work, they're going to go that extra mile. If there's a piece of paper over in the corner, they're going to pick it up as opposed to just, well, that's good enough. If it's in the community, they're going to take that extra step to make sure that we take care of the folks in our community that can't take care of themselves, the elderly, the children. Things we're going to speak for them if they can't speak for themselves. We're going to do for them when they can't do for themselves. This is very important to us. So using these core values, if you find that these things resonate with you, you might be a great fit for us. If you can't stand the idea of being team first, you can't stand the idea of doing more and having a smile on your face while you're doing it, you're going to hate us. But if you are that person, if you are that team, you're going to freaking love us. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is some of the constants that we use to make sure that all these things happen, and that they happen over and over and over. And that's our three constants are consistency, reliability, and healthy cleaning. And so consistency is obviously important because you need to have the same quality service, same quality response, same quality communication over and over the same way, so that everybody knows what it is that they're going to get. Reliability, you need to know that the person's going to be there, or they're just going to show up whenever they want to, right? You need to know that the things that are on your in the scope of work are going to be taken care of. You need to know that when a partner says they're going to donate to the community, that they're actually doing it. That they're out there and they're not talking the talk, but they're walking the walk. And then when it comes to healthy cleaning, we absolutely have to make sure that we don't get anybody sick in our community by cross-contamination. We want to make sure that we focus on the latest, greatest technology and techniques to make sure that everyone is healthy and safe, and then when using ways to measure that so that we can prove what we say.